Hello and welcome back to Prison Architect, where we are going to be finishing off this block here, filling it up with rooms that we need. We've also got plenty of prisoners arriving today. We're going over the capacity. I think that's because a lot of these buses didn't turn up on time, and then you end up getting a second load of prisoners turning up. Fortunately, however, there doesn't appear to be many personality traits that the prisoners have, which should hopefully mean that they're going to be a little bit easier to manage. Get some more CIs. Yep, you as well. Recruit you. We'll have you. Good. There we go. Right. I think what makes sense is to bring one of our confidential informants into protective custody, and that could then potentially help avoid having to do a shakedown in the future. Let's see. We'll bring you in. Mr. Paul Brown. Potential CI. We'll have you. And now we are over capacity, but we do want to be bringing in that death row inmate. But since we're only a little bit over capacity, what should happen is that a few prisoners will go out on parole, and that'll bring the overall level of prisoners down significantly. We also need to work on building our second reception. And the second delivery point. Yeah, the thing is, while they're here taking the deliveries out here, there's then all of this that's not occurring here. But if we could have the deliveries, I suppose, here as well, then we could then have more of the trucks down at the exports and the garbage. Something like that anyway. Maybe I am just talking absolute nonsense. Right. We need another cleaning cupboard. We need a chapel. Right, the rooms are chapel. I do apologise if you can hear the aeroplane. There appears to be quite a few flying around at the moment. I'm not sure if you can hear them or not. A low rumble in the background. Right, anyway, chapel, I don't see it. Here we go. Build that here. That should be sufficient. We want to have... We're going to put a cleaning cupboard there, I think. That was the plan. We've got our infirmary and our psychologist's office there. Pretty sure that's fine. You don't need anything in there, do you? That should work. We wanted another shop. We could make this entire thing a shop. That should hopefully get us a decent amount of cash in. And I suppose we could just do another library and mail room, or we could make this... In fact, there isn't a library. Oh, there is. There's a library. Okay. We could make this another workshop. Be pretty nuts. We'll probably end up having more workshops than we can have prisoners in working. If that makes sense. I think that sentence made sense. Now that should be, that's absolutely loads for the amount of prisoners that we're going to have here. We're only going to have like a few blocks really. I suppose maybe we'll just have to have all of this area filled with more of these cell blocks. And then yeah, the amount of prisoners that we've got there, that's not good. We need those maximum security prisoners to be leaving really. Hopefully our intake for maximum security is closed. We need all those maximum security prisoners to be leaving on parole, and we don't have enough space for our minimum security prisoners either. Right. I reckon changing this back to minimum security and then just waiting for the game to correct itself is going to be the best option at the moment. I mean, we could maybe change one of our medium security down here. Change this one or something to maximum. We'll see. We'll leave it like that for now. See if it corrects itself, and if not, I mean, the amount of maximum security prisoners that we've got there is pretty crazy. Yeah, look, they're all now going to get moved. That's far too many in that area. Okay. We also want to be having more jobs here. There we go, look at that. That shop. Plenty more for that shop as well. Right. Chapel. We'll build the chapel first. Altar. Load of pews. It's actually terrible. Only 2 sets of pews. Oh well. Bin. We need a bin in all of these. Is there a bin in here? I don't see one in here. Yeah, good. Centre of the room, I suppose, is as good as anywhere for a bin. Okay, shop. Need the shop front. And then shop shelves. Then we need a load of tables in here. What's the bench for? I was gonna say, I was like, why do we need a bench in here? Right. Something like that. That's then plenty of table space as well. Because yeah, I think like this shop shelf, it doesn't have everything on the shelves, and that table looks very, very full indeed. So I wonder if that's just because they don't have enough tables. So maybe doing that. It's going to be a good idea. We'll find out. All of our guards are now on 100% morale, but they are all now busy. So let's get a few more guards then. But yeah, it's because they're moving those prisoners across, isn't it? And they're also moving these prisoners in. going up to 612 prisoners. This is not good news. Ah yeah, our informant. Whatever happened to him? Right. Ex-law enforcement. Protective custody. Who else? Any more? I see another ex-law enforcement in there. Him? Ex-law enforcement? No. Ah, him. Ex-law enforcement. Get yourself over to protective custody, please. Any more? Don't see them yet. Where's Paul Brown? En route. He's trying to have his dinner, bless him. We'll put him in protective custody as well, even though he's deadly. Oh, look at this. Oh wait, no, not yet. Oh my days. His thing is dropping dramatically. Quickly, click him. Okay. What a mistake that was. Yeah, his coverage there was dropping when I put him as protective custody, so we want to actually not do that until after we brought him in. The amount of money that we got in was 76 grand yesterday. If we can keep those kind of numbers up, then the expansions that we'll be able to do will just be absolutely insane. We'll be into this area soon enough. Then we can start actually allowing these prisoners to have some additional facilities, and we can start separating this area from this area. We want the time to be on fast. That's why nothing's happening. Where are you, Paul Brown? Still miles away from the security area. Come on now, Paul Brown. Get a wiggle on. You can just see all these maximum security prisoners all over the place. It's not good. We need them all to be leaving on parole. Staff morale 100%. That's what we like to see. Staff are not paid enough. Oh, are you joking? I don't think that the intake is going to be below 550 again before tomorrow, but we want that death row prisoner in, so we'll have to change something with the intake to allow that to happen. It's just started to rain here. Oh, here we go. Ex-law enforcement. Got a legendary prisoner there. Is that the one? Legendary. I'll see you in Supermax, bro. And we've got another snitch here. Yeah, it started to rain a lot, unfortunately, so you'll definitely be able to hear that on the microphone. Do apologise. I filmed these in a caravan, so any noise that is made is picked up dramatically, unfortunately. Right, need to search this cell, or just search the cell. There we go. And yeah, so we'll just do a quick sort of tidy up of everything. Search this prisoner. Nice bandana, mate. Search this prisoner. Search these eggs. Search him. Keep it kicking off. I can't select this prisoner. There we go. There's more over here. Oh, he's moving so fast. Can I select him? Nope. There we go. Got him. Yeah, all that stuff should hopefully be found when they enter. There should have been dogs that should have found that stuff actually. Yeah, it's not actually been found. I can't select it, unfortunately. Right. Up here, plenty of stuff up here to find as well. This dude, James Barry. Time to get searched, bro. Oh, too much zoom. Getting all this stuff tidied up. Yeah, this will allow us to avoid doing a full shakedown, which will then mean that we won't be annoying all of our prisoners. Can see that there's items, but then can't click the prisoner as he's not in sight. There's so much booze that's getting smuggled in. Get a few more of these items, and then to be honest, I mean, because the thing is here, it's like, should they have a pickaxe or should they not have a pickaxe? It's like, he's working, so maybe he should be let off. Okay, to be honest, that'll do for now. We'll now put you as protective custody, and then you can end your duty of snitching for now. We've now got 2 death row inmates in. So these are connected, but then there aren't enough CCTV monitors in here. Yeah, the rain has just picked up again. Come on, rain. Let me film this episode for 10 more minutes, please. Oh, we want a CCTV monitor. Put that there. And then we can then connect some up to one, some up to another. I think it's roughly 7 is the limit for the amount of CCTV cameras that you can sort of productively have. Right, yeah, we need all these to be locked open. So yeah, these tables are all getting filled up with stuff to be able to sell in the shop. We can then also put some walls here. And you're going to make these then, I suppose, a library and a mail room. Mail room. And there we go. So for the mail room we need just a sorting desk, isn't it? And straight round does it go? That way round. And then a load of tables. If we put these tables here, like so, perfect. There we go. Library. So in the library we have sorting desk again, and then library shelf. Not there. There we go. Library shelf. That should be plenty. Is that getting built as well? Good. Can then deploy once they are complete. CCTV monitor has been built. Get that connected up. Right. Oh, come on now. Who's dying? In the cleaning cupboard. Snitch. Fair enough then. One of them slipped through the net. And there you go. Dead. How's our capacity looking? So, what we could do for tomorrow, close them, and then just yeah, there we go. That will allow us our death row prisoner in, while at the same time not bringing in a ridiculous amount of people. I think as well, because we were doing such massive expansions, that was then bringing in even more trucks, and now that we're no longer doing that, it then means that we've now got a more reasonable number of supply trucks turning up. So this has still not been fixed. Why is that? Why has that still not been fixed? now that's going to be fixed. There's no electricity there, so if we increase that a little bit, maybe. Anything else need a little bit of fixing? Don't think so. Yeah, we then need actually to then clear the connections. Excuse me, sorry. And then we can then reconnect. Four. Come on, connect. 5, 6, 7. Okay, and we've got 3 then for our other one. And up here? No, that's it. Okay. We should actually put some more CCTV in, certainly in the cleaning cupboard, as that is a prime place for them to be fighting. May as well stick one in here as well. Library mailroom will leave them. Another death. During nighttime mealtime? Are you joking me? Gang member. And then yeah, we've got a few there who can't be assigned a cell yet, but hopefully over the next couple of days, as some of our maximum security prisoners get let out on parole, that will then be fixed. We still haven't got around to planning our Supermax or our new reception yet. It probably makes sense to have the reception up here and the Supermax down here, especially because we can then block off this area as well. And we could then have more deliveries here. They can then come through this area as well. Let's just get planning. So if we have here, we can make it actually a little bit bigger, like that, for example. We then have our Supermax. We want these walls just to go there. Down here, we then want a gap in here. And then all of this section can then be Supermax. And we can allow them to have visitation. Generally that's quite, you know, compared to the other one anyway, significantly bigger. And we'll then want to have protected custody up here. The only problem with this layout is it doesn't allow a staff entrance for deliveries. So maybe what we could actually do then is have this area taken out. Do that. Then we can have a staff entrance here. And have these as paths. That works. We'll want to be removing this gate as well. It's really unnecessary, to be honest. And we'll have more deliveries down here. Perfect. That can all get built next episode. Okay, that hasn't been connected. Why has that not been connected? Maybe it just got built after I was doing the connections. There we go. Lovely. 5k. You joking? Right, there we go. Up to date on everything. It's looking good. Progress was possibly a little bit slow in this episode. Hopefully there'll be more progress in the next episode. But yeah, there's not been any riots or anything like that. We got the prison tidied up, so hopefully now the security systems that are in place will be able to stay on top of everything. Staff morale is high. Let's have a quick look at our prisoner needs. Prisoner needs are looking fantastic. Staff needs are also looking fantastic. There we go. Great news. It's going to be actually a good place to end the episode. I do apologise for the sounds that you may have heard in the background. The rain, for example. Unfortunately, there wasn't too much of it. I tried to film when it's not raining, just so that then you don't have to put up with that noise in the background. Anyway, enough rambling from me. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.